Welcome back to this week's episode of The Neighbors Pod. We are your hosts. I'm Janina.
I'm Julia.
And I'm Haley.
Let's get right into it. We've got some fresh Am I the Assholes for you. This is one of our favorite segments, so story number 1.
Am I the asshole? My ex-boyfriend wants to get the same tattoo as me. I told him he can't. My ex-boyfriend and I broke up on extremely good terms a few weeks ago, and there's a very large chance that we'll get back together. But for the meantime, we still live together and have a few cats between us.
What? Already a question mark, yellow flag on the play. You're gonna get back together, but you're already broken up? What?
In specific, one of the cats I have bonded with beyond measure. We got this kitty a few months ago as a former stray, and instantly we bonded, and for the first time in my life, I experienced true, unconditional, innocent love. This person. The kind that healed years of trauma of feeling unloved, the kind I would do literally anything for this angel with paws.
I see why it's a long one.
I want to get a tattoo of her. I've been planning a really unique personal tattoo that's super special to me and this cat alone. It's not taken from Pinterest or inspired by anything else. It's just truly unique.
What is this tattoo?
Ex-boyfriend and I were talking today over lunch, and I mentioned my plans of this tattoo and how excited I was. He seemed really supportive and happy until he told me he wanted to get the exact same one.
How does he know the design, though?
She just told him.
Oh, why would she do that, though? If
they were catching up during lunch. Don't know.
I don't know, girl. It sounded really unique and specific.
Yeah. I started laughing as he could not be serious and jokingly said, "No, you aren't," and he didn't laugh and realized I was serious. Told him he could not get the tattoo and that it was special to my cat and I, and he's more than welcome to get something similar, but not the exact same one. He doesn't understand why it's such a problem for the both of us to get it. I told him it's because even if we're on good terms now, it does not mean the future won't change and I won't want to have a memorial piece of my cat. And then remember, it's essentially the same thing my ex has. That is super unique and special. He didn't agree nor disagree, he just changed the subject, but I know he's being serious and I'm feeling extremely defensive and upset at the idea. Am I overreacting? Or is this just not a big deal? This is so stupid. I just can't believe that, like... Would you be mad if your ex is trying to get the same tattoo as you?
If it was his cat,
it's
he's
her cat.
Allowed to, yeah, but did they raise it together?
It's their both cat, yeah.
He's kind of allowed to get it.
Yeah, especially if you weren't bragging about it. And even then, like, if you got it and showed him, he could still turn around and just go get it then.
Yeah. Do you think that he's just doing this to kind of get under her skin since they broke up?
Maybe he just really loves the cat.
I guess, but like...
Could be.
You all of a sudden wanted the exact same tattoo?
Yeah. Did she say she drew it herself?
Yeah, she said it's unique and...
Yeah, not from Pinterest or anything.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, why go bragging about it then? At least go get it done first.
Yeah.
And then just show it off. So then at that point, it's a flex if he copies your tattoo.
But also I'm confused because she says they're probably going to get back together in the beginning.
Yeah, so is this just a fight?
They're broken up.
Yeah, but, like, are they both just treating it like a fight? Like, are they one of those couples?
Yeah, I don't know. They still live together.
She can't tell him to not get the tattoo.
Yeah.
So she's the asshole.
She's kind of the asshole,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, by the way the story sort of going there in the middle, it was like, woo, girl.
Yeah,
like,
but Janina, what if you got a Blaze tattoo and Alec was gonna get the same exact one and you were like, no, this is my tattoo?
I wouldn't do that, though. Like, he's probably my husband. That's, like, this is her ex?
No, but I'm saying if you were in this situation, since you also share a pet with somebody.
Okay, what if it was like you and your brother got in a huge fight and you were planning on getting a Duke tattoo that you customized.
Ooh,
and he was like,
he
oh, I
wanted
love
to
that
copy
design.
it.
I'm going to get it too. But you were in a huge fight with him. It was like unforgivable.
I think the tattoo and our love and bond for the dog is separate from our fight.
Okay.
Honest take.
Okay.
Because, like, in that exact scenario, my dog equally loved and was attached to that dog. And if he is honestly so inspired by my tattoo, I will take that as the ultimate flattering, go get it done.
Yeah.
Like, of course we shared this love for this thing.
Yeah.
So maybe it's
Even
just
if I'm
the
mad
animal.
at you, me being mad at you doesn't change the love that either one of us had for that dog. So them being mad at each other doesn't change the love that either one of them have for their cat. But if she was going to be so pressed about him getting this tattoo, she should have never showed the design, in my
Agreed.
opinion. So again, kind of being the asshole
She's
for
the asshole
telling
for
him
sure.
he can't get it. Or for trying to tell him he can't get it. He's a grown man. He could walk in and just get the tattoo. He can beat you to the tattoo and then make you look dumb.
Yeah. She's the asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for refusing to share my college dorm room with my older sister and her baby? I, 19 female, am the first year... No, sorry. Oh my god, that sentence. I, 19-year-old female, am in my first year of college and live in a small dorm room on campus. My sister, 26-year-old female, had a baby a few months ago and she's been struggling financially. She and the baby's father broke up and she had to move back in with our parents. The problem is she hates living there because our parents are too controlling and too judgmental about her being a single mom. She asked if I could request permission for her to stay in my dorm with her baby for a while because it would be quote-unquote quieter and give her, quote, more spaces to figure things out, end quote. I told her no. My dorm is tiny, barely big enough for me, and I have a roommate. Plus, a baby crying all night in a shared dorm, that's not fair to my roommate or me.
Yeah.
She got upset and said I was being selfish, that families should help each other out, and that she would do it for me if the roles were reversed. Now my parents are also pressuring me to, quote, just let her stay for a little while, quote, because she's struggling. My roommate thinks the whole situation is crazy and that I shouldn't feel bad, but I'm starting to wonder if I'm being a bad sister. Am I the asshole?
No.
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 Your sister has to grow up.
Yeah, like, there's been so many people that have been single moms for younger than her, older than her, worse than her, better off than her, that have all figured it out and made it work. Sure, do they get help from time to time? But yes, but asking, in my personal opinion, I don't think a dorm room helps anyone.
No, and the parents are stupid for egging on the college student. Take in your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if anything, the parents and her should probably do, like, a family therapy session if the family problems are really that bad. That they're not willing to... Like, sure, they can be mad and upset at the situation, but, like, the baby's innocent, and that is still your daughter, and she still needs help to do this, because it's hard to do all of that by herself.
She doesn't have a friend she could ask to stay with?
But even then, that's, like, a lot.
Yeah, how are you going to bathe a baby in a communal bathroom?
That, too. Like,
Where are they even going to sleep?
Yeah.
Imagine she's like, brings someone over to her dorm. She's like, sorry, that's just my sister and her infant. Don't mind them.
Like, I'm just thinking right now, if, hypothetically, a friend of mine had a baby and needed to stay over, obviously I'll let them stay in the apartment, but I still am only in a 1-bedroom apartment. Now we have 4 people and a dog in a 1-bedroom. Like...
And a dorm size is like 10% the size of a 1-bedroom apartment.
Exactly.
And you have a random roommate in there.
Yeah, it's not fair to the roommate at all.
Oh, hell, I would move out. If
I would complain. I would get this girl kicked out. If I was the roommate and my roommate brought in a stranger and an infant.
Yeah, how do they even allow...
And if not her, someone in the building.
Yeah.
That can't
You hear
be
baby
allowed.
crying?
Babies cannot be allowed.
Yeah, like... Unless, like, the baby's parent goes to that university.
Yeah, that's a good question. Can you have a baby in a dorm?
You'd probably need to have a single
Yeah.
instead of a double.
Yeah, for, like, medical purposes. They literally probably just write it off like that.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. You're not the asshole.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a shitty situation, do not get me wrong, but you're the baby in this family. Like, obviously, like, there's an infant baby, but like you're the adult baby in this family, and like the 26-year-old and your parents got to be the ones to step up and figure this one out. Like you're supposed to focus on school and like babysit her while she's napping and you're studying. Like that's the extent of you helping, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
You're there to be the aunt and help out that way. You should not be being asked to house them.
Yeah. She didn't get kicked out of the parents' house. Just like tough it out.
Yeah. She wants to leave.
It sucks, but what are you supposed to do?
Tough it out. Work it out too.
Am I the asshole for excluding my friend out of our gaming sessions for constant raging?
Ooh.
One friend in our group has always had the habit of raging while gaming. Over the years, they've raged at every single person in the group. I called them out on it 3 to 4 years ago and gave them another chance. For a while, it wasn't as bad, but a few months ago, the same pattern started up again. Now, everyone in the group feels they're walking on eggshells when playing with them. Am I the asshole for deciding to exclude the friend out from future gaming sessions?
There's gotta be a way to, like, sneakily do that, don't you think?
Maybe, like, have 2 kinds of gaming sessions.
Yeah.
Like, have some with this person, and it just sucks for everyone, and I'm so sorry that you all have to deal with this. And maybe you have an intervention and talk to them about it. Like, why are they doing this? And then, in addition to that, have gaming time on top of this without them.
Imagine they tell this kid, oh, sorry, bro, we're all busy at 4 p.m. Like, we gotta stop at 4. And then they just enter a different chat and play without him for the rest of the night.
I would imagine, like, on a Tuesday you play with him and a Wednesday you play without him.
Yeah, but that sucks if he's just gonna be annoying. I'm assuming this is a boy, sorry.
I'm assuming that, too.
Like,
I mean, if they're not willing to talk to him about it.
No, they have.
They have.
And he's
it's
not
been
changing.
going on for over 5 years.
That's too much.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. I feel like for girls, you ask, like, twice and it's, like, done.
I don't know. This sounds like I feel like I've heard of stories of this in real life.
Because there's some people you just can't do certain things with.
Yeah.
So maybe you just do other activities with that friend.
That sucks for the guy that is raging, though. I mean, clearly he's got a problem, but how do they get him to chill out?
That's horrible.
Clearly they can't.
Can you just mute him? Like, play and just mute him?
See, I also pictured them, like, in having physical, like, card game or Monopoly.
Oh.
And they're, like, raging in your face.
Was it a video game or
I didn't think it was a
physical
video game.
I thought they were on Xbox and they all have their headphones.
Video game.
No, because literally it's like the group walks on eggshells when the person's around.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this sucks. This is a whole different thing, then.
Yikes, that made it way worse.
Like, they lose in Jenga, start chucking blocks at people.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. No, I'm not. I'm literally telling you I'm not playing with you.
But then what if they find out that you're not inviting them?
Then we'll say it's because you suck at playing and we don't like to...
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
That's like somebody who cheats. Like, who wants to play a board game with a cheater? Get out.
It's time for us to get fit and get outside and close our rings and go play tag with our friends in 2025.
His problems are gonna...
I feel like you can't really be raging in tag. You're either it or you're not.
No! You didn't tag me.
I was on base.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's a big group. Like, that one, if he's a fast enough runner, like, he should stay far enough away from whoever's
How
it
old
to
are
not
they?
be ragey.
I wonder what the age
I feel like
is.
they've got to be 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20s.
He better not be 30 years old throwing fits.
You never know.
I hope not. Yeah, in your 30s, at least get together and do beer Olympics.
We
That'd
don't
probably
have
be even worse.
to... Oh my god, him drunk.
No, at least maybe he'll just be like a sleepy drunk.
Doesn't look like it. I would continue to not invite them to things until they improve their actions.
Yeah, give like one
Yeah.
last time to say something.
And you're not the asshole for doing that. It's been 5 years. You should enjoy hanging out with your friends.
Yeah. Poor guy. Am I the asshole for asking my fiance to stop calling me at work?
Oh.
My fiance calls me at least once, sometimes twice during the workday. She works from home at a call center and will call me either during her break or after something like work drama happens. I enjoy talking with her and love it when she tells me about her day, but I'm at work and I'm in a small office with essentially my manager. Granted, where I work is a small nonprofit and pretty laid back, but I feel weird being on the phone just shooting the breeze next to what is essentially my boss. She just called me to tell me about something funny that happened at work and was laughing the entire time she told me the story. I figured I needed to put this to bed, so I told her that I love hearing about her day, but I'm at work and would rather hear it from her in person at home after work. I asked her if that makes sense, and she said, yeah, but you never asked me about my day anyway. I honestly didn't know what to say because she's right. I don't verbally ask her how she's doing, but I've said in the past that I love nothing more than to hear about her day, even if it was shitty. So he's just wondering, like, is it bad that he told her he doesn't want to hear? Like, he doesn't want her to call him.
He could have said it nicer.
Yeah.
He kind of is being rude about it. Like, I get it. Well, he's like, oh, my job's more important, kind of. That's what he's making it sound like.
Yeah. I don't know.
It felt like, I don't know, kind of like passive-aggressive, dismissive, backhand comment. Like,
do you think the fiancé knows that he's next to his manager? Yeah, she has to know that.
Yeah. So she should consider who's around the call.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get it. Ugh. I can't imagine people taking calls anyway at work.
I mean, yeah.
He probably feels bad not answering. He's not going to just decline it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's just to do casual talk,
yeah,
there's a time and a place for that, and it's not while he's working. Unless he tells you, like, hey, I have a really slow day right now, and I'm just, like, casually going through emails. Do you want to talk for, like, 20, 30 minutes?
They're both bothering me. Yeah. How does she have so many stories to tell all day?
Sometimes it seems like it's not even a big thing. It's just chatting. She's just calling him.
Why not just text him?
Yeah. But I also think it's rude that he's not asking her anything. Unless he's just annoyed the whole time and doesn't want to prolong the conversation.
Or maybe she's always filling him in throughout the day, so when they get home, there's nothing for her to add.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be that. I say that because I'm very much like that. Like, just text little updates here and there throughout the day. Mm-hmm. And then we just talk about it at
debrief later.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, you already kind of know about it.
Yeah.
I already kind of know about your day.
She has to respect that he can't be on the phone at work.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Like, beyond obvious.
I would never think to call somebody if I knew they were at work.
No, same.
Unless
especially about nothing important.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if I'm calling Alec, it's an emergency.
But, like, what if it's just her wanting to be part of his day, missing him?
But, like, you don't casually call. Or then you can't be upset if he can't talk to you during work. If something comes up, he is working.
What a weird couple.
Yeah, that is weird.
What was even the question?
Am I the asshole for asking my fiancé to stop calling me at work?
No. If you have to ask the internet this question, she's probably calling you too much.
True.
I'll say that. Coming from an engaged woman herself who does not call her fiancé.
But that's so mean to just say, stop calling me when I'm at work.
No, but, like, he's working.
So is she.
So how can she be calling him?
But she's working from home. So she doesn't have, like, somebody right next to her.
She's lonely. She misses her partner.
She's gotta wait.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but if he can't talk to you, or, like...
Well, but he's always answering it.
So, I think he should approach the question, or the conversation as, hey, recently, I don't know. Hey, recently, when we were on the phone and my manager came by and, like, I don't know, that was a little embarrassing for me to deal with at work. Aww. Upon rethinking, can we actually just maybe have more intentional phone calls throughout the day versus more casual calls throughout the day, so that way, like, they're shorter, more purposeful, like something like that. He
also has to improve on asking her about her day after work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, that would come naturally, because if they're going to talk less too, he, hopefully, out of love and curiosity for her,
sounds like he's not
would
curious
just
about her
want
at all.
to naturally ask more because they're talking less. Like,
I don't
pie
think
chart.
Yeah.
Pie chart. If you're talking less and hearing from her more, like, on her own accord, you should go ask her how she's doing. It's a give and a take.
Yeah.
You're asking her to stop giving you so much, so you have to start, to stop giving you so much, so you have to start giving to her.
Yeah.
To give and take.
So you could be an asshole, but do it nicely.
Yeah. It depends how you go about it.
Agree.
Love.
Am I the asshole for refusing to help my best friend with her wedding because she didn't make me a bridesmaid? My best friend, 24 female, we'll call her May, and I, 24 female, have been close since middle school. We've talked about being in each other's weddings, so when she got engaged last year, I assumed I'd be a bridesmaid. She recently asked me to help with wedding planning and showed me the list for her bridal party, and I wasn't on the list. I asked why, and she got awkward and said she had to make some choices. The party included her sister, her fiance's sister, and a few newer friends she's known for a couple of years. She wanted a small party. I didn't want to make a big deal, though. I congratulated her, and I figured I'd still be a guest. But then she started asking me for, like, a lot of help. Things like dress shopping, DIY decorations, venue hunting, making party favors, etc., etc., etc. Finally, I told her, "Hey, I love you, but I feel weird doing all of this when I'm not even a bridesmaid." She got angry and said that she thought I'd still want to be involved since we're best friends. I told her I'd still be at the wedding, but I wasn't going to do all this extra work when she didn't even consider me close enough to be in her bridal party. Now, she and some of our mutual friends are giving me the cold shoulder saying I'm being petty, making the wedding, quote, about me, quote. I'm not the one doing the bridesmaid level. Wait, I'm not going to be doing bridesmaids level work if I'm not one. Am I the asshole?
No.
Absolutely not.
That's so mean.
That's bizarre.
That is so hurtful.
Why are you asking her to do that? Like, why would they do that?
First of all, the venue hunting is weird. Like, only your significant other or, like, your in-laws or your parents should really be doing that with you. Like, if you want to bring your best friends, I guess to each their own, but, like, to have your best friend there that isn't in the bridal party is hurtful. Like, I do see your friend's point of view. I don't agree with the bride in this scenario.
Especially because you're going, when you see venues, they show you the getting ready rooms for the bridal parties and everything.
Yeah, like, and this is your best friend from middle school who you went from being girls together, talking about this day, from the theoreticals of, like, watching the Disney movies to, like, dating and heartbreak, and, like, now you're actually doing it. And you didn't ask her
That's
after,
so
like,
sad.
you had pre-established conversations about this.
And how small did you have to make your party if you picked all your new friends to be in it?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're not
One more
going to them for help.
If I had to guess, it sounds like at least 4 to 5 people. And I don't know. At that point, I would just pick one new friend and her if I wanted to keep it small.
It sounds like the new friends are like a group.
Yeah, maybe.
So then don't pick the new friends. Have them be involved in another way. Have them do the readings of your passage or
I feel like
something else special.
the bride wasn't obligated to pick the best friend as bridesmaid, but she shouldn't then expect her to help or want to help.
True.
Because she could have a different view on their friendship and think, yeah, we were close, but, like, not this close, but I still honor her opinion and everything.
Fair. So yeah.
Maybe
that's
she feels
valid.
closer to her new friends.
That's valid too. But then, like you just said, she shouldn't be asked, like, where her new friend... If she is closer to her new friends, where are they in all of this? Are they doing all of this too?
Yeah, what else could they possibly be doing?
And if they're doing all of this, and you're helping out, and you're not a bridesmaid, I would definitely feel a type of way.
That's crazy.
And it's interesting that they're giving her the cold shoulder for not wanting to help. Let her just be a guest and have her fun during the day.
I wonder if the other mutual friends are bridesmaids too.
Yeah,
So if you're a mutual friend, not even a best friend, You're probably not a bridesmaid either, so why are you giving her the cultural, like, what?
But still,
You're not even being willing to help, and you're going to be quick to judge?
if this was someone that I considered a best friend and they wanted my help, I would not hold a grudge over not being in their bridal party. I would still want to help be part of their day. So, like, this girl is kind of being drama.
You think so? Haley, I don't know.
I don't think weddings are, I don't know. I don't find weddings to be as serious as a lot of people do.
Yeah, no, not the serious part, but I don't...
It sounds like she was doing help, and then she was, like, just hit a point where it was like, hey, like, this is starting to be too much now.
I get it. But, like...
So, like, maybe she should have said the part where I feel weird doing all this when I'm not even a bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Maybe she should have just said, hey, I love you, but I can't commit to helping you out anymore.
Yeah.
And just left it at that.
Yeah.
If that were you, what would you be comfortable
I feel
doing?
like if my friend needed help, I would just help them with whatever. Just because you want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't ask them to go to the dress shopping.
But that's another thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I want my friends there for that.
I'm saying this girl that isn't in the bridal shower. Yeah.
I think it'd be worse if they're going dress shopping and it's the best friend and all the bridesmaids. But if it's just the best friend and this girl, then it's like you're still having your own special perspective on this wedding.
Yeah.
I wonder, did she say if it was the wedding dress shopping that she was a part of or something else?
I assumed it was
But
wedding
then she
dress.
started asking me for a lot of help. Things like dress shopping, DIY decorations, venue hunting, making party favors, etc., etc.
It is rude of the bride to do.
And that's like major stuff.
Yeah.
DIY decorations take hours.
Screw this, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I don't think
tricky.
she's the asshole.
No, I don't think so.
This is weird, though.
It is. It's uncomfortable.
I don't think she's the asshole, but like, I guess maybe the bride was upset about your wording choice when you mentioned bridesmaid. Just because
Yeah, maybe.
clearly it's her wedding, so she's going to be sentimental and emotional about it. And I say that as a bride who is sentimental and emotional about her wedding. So, yeah.
Like, you would never ask someone who's not a bridesmaid to do all of that.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, this kind of...
So already fundamental difference between me and her.
Yeah.
My sister, when she got married, her best friend who had got married earlier on, my sister was the maid of honor. But my sister was only going to do the sisters as her bridal party. And so she was like, oh, I don't want to ask my best friend because I'm just doing the sisters. Like, I'd rather not do any friends in it then. But that friend helped do so much during it. And I don't even know if she ever asked her to. It was kind of like, you're my friend, I want to help you even so. And like, she was still there when we got ready and everything like that.
I feel like
know.
your friend truly just unconditionally loved her then.
Yeah.
In like the
But I
most
think
platonic way.
It makes it only acceptable because there were no other friends in the bridal party. You know?
But
we
there
also-
wasn't a pre-established expectation that she was going to be
Yeah.
a bridesmaid from like childhood. Like that's like
But that they have to get over because it's like
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen
gonna change.
childhood friends too, I'm sure at
Yeah.
one point.
yeah.
But, like, we also don't know. What if all the new friends are married to all the groomsmen? Like, we don't know if it made sense for the wedding for this group to be split like that.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like we can't be too harsh.
Yeah,
No.
we can't.
But I'm just saying, like I don't know. I feel bad for this girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do feel
Like I'm
bad.
not.
But would you end your friendship over it?
No, it's not ending friendship worthy. I don't think they're gonna stop being friends
Yeah.
for this. I'm gonna be so honest there. Like they'll get over this eventually, but the bride's gonna be sensitive because it's her wedding, and her friend making the comment mentioned bridesmaid. I think if she just said, "Hey, I don't have time to help you out with all this anymore. I can only help you out with XY instead."
Yeah,
like-
set a boundary.
Yeah, like maybe dial it back a little and still help because that's your best friend, and you like I don't know. I would still want to help my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I get it, but like maybe you said that out of burnout and a little frustration too.
Yeah.
So if you go back and talk to her about it, just explain that too.
Yeah, you guys just have to talk.
Like your best friends from middle school. I'm sure you had some scuffle over prom or something. think of this as that. You're going to get through it together, and you'll laugh about this one day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, work on getting to that part.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for publicly embarrassing my aunt when she asked me about having kids again? I, female 26, am child-free by choice. I never wanted kids, and I've been honest and open about this for years. To my extended family, not having kids simply because I don't want them is not a good enough reason. Background. Since I was about 16, they asked me about having kids in the future every time I see them. At first, I told them that I did not want kids, not then or ever. That answer was not good enough, and they kept asking. So I decided to switch tactics. Because of a combination of medical conditions, I also can't have kids. I always say I'm the best person to be infertile since I don't want them.
Aww.
I know, that was sad. So when I was around 18, I started saying I didn't want and couldn't have kids. After I started saying this, they would drop it for the rest of the night.
Wait, pause real quick.
Yeah.
Did you start saying that because you really meant it, or was that your coping mechanism?
I mean, she said she didn't want kids from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I think this is like...
But people respected that answer more when she said, oh, I'm infertile, by the way.
I guess. Okay. So maybe that's what it is, but like, oh my god, I hope that wasn't her way of coping with that news.
I mean, it doesn't sound like it.
Okay.
But we'll see. After a couple more years of this, I just started walking away anytime someone would bring it up. I would just turn around and leave, refusing to interact with them completely when having kids was brought up. On to the current issue. I got engaged a couple months ago, and ever since getting engaged, the talks about kids have been constant. Both me and my fiancé are very clear that we do not want kids. On Sunday, we had dinner with both of our families, and my Aunt Sophie brought it up, us having kids after the wedding, even going as far to say that we should start trying now, since it would most likely take us a while with my medical issues. Oh, girl, watch it! When she said that, I just lost it and screamed at her, loud enough for everyone to hear. I screamed that she's a horrible person who doesn't know how to respect boundaries, that she is painfully aware that we are never having kids, and bringing up my medical issues is a crappy thing to do. Sophie hadn't met my fiancé's family before, and it was clear she was embarrassed this confrontation happened in front of them.
Good.
Yeah. Part of my family thinks I'm the asshole for having the confrontation with my aunt in front of everyone and purposely embarrassing her. So am I the asshole for publicly embarrassing my aunt with a public confrontation over having kids?
No.
No. Well, what a bitch.
That's crazy.
Mind your business. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's weird they're asking a 16-year-old about kids. Even an 18-year-old might, like...
Yeah. I recently saw a TikTok that said your response to someone's shitty behavior, like something like that, like your response is justified if they were shitty to you first. Like, what?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have snapped like that if she had not poked the bear.
To say that she's gonna have trouble because of her medical issues.
Yeah.
So private. Not needs to be shared at dinner.
First of all, like, you know she's infertile. What medical issue are you talking about?
Yeah.
She can't do it. Like, and she doesn't want to do it. And if she did want kids, for whatever reason, even though she's made it very clear that she obviously doesn't, you knowing that she has fertility issues, I would have approached it as, hey, so when would you start thinking about adoption? If you wanted to even approach about it in a nice manner.
Like, not
but, like,
even
you know she doesn't want
necessary.
kids, so don't bring it up. Exactly.
Yeah. It's so weird. I hate when people...
Like, what? Just because you wanted kids and were happy with your life as kids and a mother and a family does not mean your niece wants that same
Yeah, that's
thing.
not the only option.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
It's not the only option, and it's not an option for her. And she's 26. You said this started coming up when she was 16.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 10 years.
Pack it in.
Man. People change a lot in 10 years, but if she's not changing her stance on this in 10 years, I don't think it's going to change.
Yeah. And she just got married. Like, congratulate her.
Yeah.
And they both agree on that?
This is so strange. And also to bring it up in front of the fiance's family, it's not the time.
Yeah. No pop on her for that. Not even, like, you just stopped and told her the truth.
And this is like a super realistic one. I think
Yeah.
this probably happens to other people too.
Definitely. not the asshole.
No.
Mm-mm.
Good for you for standing your ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for standing up for yourself.
Jeez.
I wonder how her husband feels about.
He's probably angry. I'd imagine he's angry.
I'd imagine he's angry and proud of her.
Yeah.
Like, angry at the aunt and proud of his wife.
Yeah.
Well, as always, if you have any special Am I the Assholes that you would like us to react to, comment them, submit us in our DMs, use our submission form, whatever. Get in touch with us. We're on social media. You know where to find us. You found us before, you'll do it again. So with that, we'll see you next week, neighbors. Okay? Bye.
Bye, neighbor.
Bye.